come back with me for Alaska! Woo! Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is such an exciting video for me to film. It's crazy to think that my dream of going to Alaska, which is so crazy to say out loud, but my dream of going to Alaska is about to come true. When thinking about what I wanted to do for my birthday this year, I just really felt like I didn't want to put off this dream any longer. And so for months now, I have been researching what a trip going to Alaska would look like for me this time around. And I am so excited to be filming my time and experiences while in Alaska, and those will be videos to come. But for today, since I only have 2 more days off until my trip to Alaska, today is Operation Start Packing. So this is my pack with me for Alaska video. I will say I have never made a pack with me type video before. I am not a professional at this. I've also never been to Alaska before. I've done much research on it, and I am also an overpacker. But I'm also hoping to come home with a couple souvenirs, so I can't be overpacking too much. So for the past week, I have been working on coming up with a list of everything that I want to pack for this trip. The things that I have on this list are by no means probably perfect or complete, but these are just the things that I wanted to start getting together. And I also can't pack everything because we still have about a week and a half before we go, which I know is crazy to those who are last minute packers, but to the best of my ability, I only like to do laundry about once or twice a week. And so part of the reason why I like to pack so early is so that I can start setting aside the clothing that I know that I want for the trip, so I don't have to keep doing laundry up until I leave for the trip. And I know I will not be finished packing by the end of today, but I really want to get at least a good start on it. I think I want to start compiling piles of everything because I have little categories broken down. And after I see how it all looks, I think that will determine if I do just travel with my personal item and a carry-on, or if I do check a suitcase. I think I'm just leaning towards checking my suitcase. We do have a layover going there and coming back, but I have personally never had any issues with my luggage being lost, knock on wood. So I think I'm just kind of hopeful that I also won't lose it this time around. But yeah, the categories I have on my phone, I don't think are complete, and maybe at the end of this video, I will screenshot like more complete versions of this list for you guys. But as of now, this is the categories I have. So the top one is my airport outfit. This stuff I specifically don't want to put into like my suitcase. I want to make sure I have it laying out in a pile so that it's ready for me to go. I have my black hoodie, a t-shirt, and my black shorts. I want to pack an extra shirt and leggings just in case. Again, God forbid something happens to my luggage, I at least have a second pair of clothing that I can change into and feel refreshed by. Also, it will be the beginning of June, and I get hot easily, but then sometimes in airports you get cold, so I wanted the option to wear shorts and then pack leggings just in case if I get cold. I will be wearing my running shoes, and for sure, my personal thing will be my Kavu bag. That much I have down when it comes to the bags that I'm bringing on this trip. That much I know for sure. And then the next section I have is clothing. So far, all I can think of is I want to pack my hiking boots. I also want to pack Birks and shower shoes. I think a rain jacket would probably be a good idea because we want to do some outdoor stuff and we aren't 100% positive how the weather's going to look just yet. I also, of course, have to pack 6 pairs of socks and underwear, and I also want to pack my hiking socks. I have 2 of those. And then I just generally need to figure out 3 outfits that I want to bring on this trip. In a different section, I am packing all of my running gear, which is including running shorts and running tops. But I'd really like to nail down what 3 outfits I would like to wear while I'm there. We are staying at an Airbnb that has washer and dryer in unit. Otherwise, normally I would definitely pack an extra outfit or 2 just in case. But if I can have like 3 solid outfits like nailed down, and if I need to wash them or rewear them, I definitely can. And then I'd also like to pack a second pair of leggings just in case. The weather so far is looking 60s and 70s, so I'm hopeful that it'll be in that range. And then the next section I have is hygiene slash toiletry slash medicine. This section, I know I'm definitely forgetting stuff, but this is all I have on it for right now. I want to pack obviously my travel toothbrush, toothpaste, and floss. I just bought a mini deodorant, so I want to pack that as well as my mini perfume. I just got melatonin in like sealable bags, and then I also want to get my children's Tylenol. I'll make sure I pack that. For my makeup, all I really want to pack for that is my tinted sunscreen, my brow pencil and gel, and then my mascara. And then 2 more things that I feel like I just will regret if I don't have them would be my lotion and my razor. For my electronic section, so far all I can think of is I want to pack my 2 power banks. I want to pack both my AirPods, and then I have a set of earbuds. I just know that with the long flights and layovers and just all the traveling we'll be doing, I have a feeling that while one's dying and charging, I will want a second pair, so I want to pack both of those. And then of course I want to pack my charging block and all of the wires I will need to charge everything. And then I have like a random section, which is like my miscellaneous section. I have sleepy mask as the top one with exclamation marks. I definitely don't want to forget that. While we are in Fairbanks, Alaska, it will be midnight sun. It's essentially when they have like 22 hours of sunlight. So while we are sleeping there, for most of the night it will still be daylight. And the Airbnb that we were staying at does have like blackout shades, but I figure if I pack my sleepy mask and my melatonin gummies, hopefully I can still get a good amount of sleep while we're there. Next little bubble is all of my running gear. Since I'm planning to wear my running shoes to the airport, I don't have to worry about packing those. The next thing I have is a tote for shopping. While we are there, we are planning to walk pretty much everywhere, but if we need to go to the store to pick up a couple supplies, I'm gonna make sure I packed a tote, and that can fold up really easily in my luggage. I'm not too worried about that. I just didn't want to forget it. I also definitely want to pack my diary, some pens, my birthday journal, and potentially a book. I'm debating on the book just because it would be nice to have an activity that's not involved on my screen, but also books can take up space, so I am debating on that. I definitely don't want to bring a library book. I would feel awful if something happened to a library book while I am all the way on the other side of the country, so next little bubble I have does say download books, podcasts, playlists, and movies and shows. I know that's not something I'm physically packing, but I definitely don't want to forget to pack that on my phone. Then the last thing in the section that I have is card games. Just with all the travel time and layovers and stuff, it would be nice if we had some options, even if it's just a regular deck of cards. And then my last section I have on here, which I typically include on all my packing lists for anything that I do in my life, is a to buy section, just things that I've noticed I'll probably want and I don't have currently. So I have gum, electrolytes, protein bars. I would like to get a mini makeup remover. I need to buy large and small Ziploc bags. Been meaning to buy a new toiletry bag, so I want to pick up that. Don't think I have a luggage tag. I think that's gonna be part of today or somewhere along this video. Hopefully it happens today in current time as I'm filming this. I don't think I have one, but I'm gonna look through all my stuff to see if I do have one. I also would really like to buy a pill organizer for my daily vitamins and meds. I can't take pills, but I do take a good amount of daily gummy vitamins, as well as I have like a daily Zyrtec that I take. And I just do not want to travel with like the huge like bottles of my daily vitamins. Like if possible, I'd like to put them in a pill organizer. And from the research that I've done, TSA seems to be okay with that. Last thing I have is I want to make sure to remember to print luggage tags and my car insurance. While I was on the Alaska Airlines site, just double checking like the rules and guidelines when it comes to their luggage, I had a helpful link where you can print off tags to go on the inside of your bag, but again, forbid your bags get lost or something, has your information so that it can get back to you, hopefully. Then car insurance is just because I'm leaving my car at my parents' house and I want to make sure they have it right there with them if they need it. But yeah, that is everything I have on my packing list for now. I can almost guarantee there will definitely be more stuff added to that list as we go along. Kind of just want to get going and start building all my little piles and see how it all looks. My only carry-on option is this duffel bag that I use for the gym, and I just really do not think that is going to be large enough for everything that I want. Again, I'm an overpacker. I like to be prepared for every situation, and I can understand the anxiety people have with checking a bag, but I have way more anxiety of not having everything I need, which probably sounds counterintuitive, because if it doesn't even make it to the location, then like, what anxiety am I really like saving myself from? I don't know, but that is the plan for today. I just want to get a good start on it. I feel like I said, I will not get it all done today, so I'm sure I'll be filming clips up until we leave for this video. But yeah, let's go get my suitcase and my duffel bag and start pulling those out and cleaning them and measuring them for this plane ride to Alaska that we're about to go on. I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, so she is in fact a little dusty, so we are going to wipe her down real quick. feel like this was in here. I was wondering where I put that. Yes, this technically could be another carry-on option. There's no way that I'm fitting everything that I need in this. Would love if that was the case. I would love if I was that type of girl. I love that I kept the stats for this, but I don't have the stats for this. I don't know how big this is. But in all honesty, this bag seems a lot smaller than I remember. So that's giving me hope that it should be a pretty standard sized suitcase. It just looks massive. But I think this is smaller than the suitcase that I brought with me to Australia. But I have a lot of hope now that this should work just fine. I don't even think I'm gonna bother pulling out my duffel bag because my duffel bag is so small. I'll pull it out just to show you guys how much difference in space we're working with. This is my duffel bag. I hope you guys can see me. I hope I'm still in frame. But yes, this is my duffel bag and this is the suitcase. So this was like the two that we were debating between. And I just don't think this is a realistic goal for me to achieve. I think a much more realistic goal for me to achieve would be make this as light as possible so that I can still bring souvenirs home. And then this is my Kavu bag, which is a sling bag. Bring this as like my personal item. This is the two that I am hopefully going to bring everything that I need with me to Alaska. Y'all, I have to film my reaction live time. This is crazy, y'all. I'm looking through my box of stuff, and I know that over the years I have thrifted a lot of random Alaska-themed items. One of the things that I just found, it's a deck of playing cards, and it's Denali National Park Alaska-themed. I'm literally floored. I have to bring this. I'm so excited, you guys. Remember thrifting these and being so excited about it. But yeah, they just have different like photos and like little blurbs about Denali. What a find, y'all. I am so packing this with. This definitely has to come with. Still on the hunt to see if I can find a luggage tag anywhere in this box, but this was such a find. I'm so hype about this, y'all. So not important and not the point of this video, but a couple more Alaska themed things that I found while I have been packing. I already showed you guys my Denali cards. It just re-remembered I have an Alaska t-shirt I thrifted as well. Love this shirt. I think unironically it has to come with me. And then I recently found my second spare key and forgot I also thrifted this Alaska key tag. The other side says Shane, which actually makes me laugh so much. But I love this key tag so much. I just think it's so fitting to show all the Alaska stuff that I am refinding in my stuff. Truly, it's been a dream for so long. I literally cannot even begin to explain to you guys. But this is just a glimpse as to the fact that this has been an obsession for a long time. I have thrifted these things years ago at this point. Yeah, I fear y'all that she has to come with. Even if it's just to like sleep in or something, I just can't believe I thrifted this shirt so long ago. I have not worn this shirt in so long. I'm so glad I found it before the trip. Okay, I know this probably looks a little crazy, but this is kind of the status of what we are working with right now. For like regular outfits, I'm still working through it, but I decided just 2 shorts because again, we have laundry. So I have to remind myself that just 2 shorts and then I will do laundry there. And then I do have my black athletic leggings. And then for tops, I have that Alaska t-shirt. And then I have this cute brown t-shirt. I feel like it's a simple basic. And then a black tank top I think is also simple basic. And I want to be able to mix and match with my shorts and my leggings and come up with different outfits if needed. Last top I think I'll want for this is my brown workout top. It's also a tank top, but it's like a light brown. Those are regular clothes. And then for running, I was gonna bring 2 running tank tops and 2 running shorts. But again, we have laundry, so I want to just bring 1 pair of running shorts, 1 workout tank. This is my running vest. I can't forget that. These are 2 hiking socks I can probably interchange. I might pack a 3rd one just in case. Regular socks and underwear I'll pack once it gets closer. I will do laundry one more time before I leave. These are 3 games that I'm thinking of bringing with. This is the start of my electronics pile. These 2 are 2 of my rain jackets. I tend to thrift a lot of rain jackets and running shorts, I think just for my time of working at different camps. I was debating between the two of these to see which ones would fit most of my outfits, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna pack the green one because it's less heavy duty and it weighs less. I think I'll leave the blue one home and bring the green one. These are packing cubes, so that'll be for later. These are some of the mini travel-esque things that I've started gathering. I couldn't find the sleeping mask I'm currently using. I don't know where I put it, but I do have 2 extra ones. I'll definitely bring one, and then I'll ask my 2 friends if they need one, or maybe I'll just pack it just in case them forgets one. I also found my travel toothbrush, which is so clutch, and I also found my travel hairbrush, which is also clutch. All my friends know that I always carry bare minimum at least band-aids with me, if not like a mini first aid kit with me. I think that's just the camp training in me. Always carry band-aids with you, so I wanted to make sure I had something. These 2 I figured would be great to depot some of my lotion as well as my tinted sunscreen. I know you're not really supposed to depot sunscreen, but I think it'll be fine. And then this might be obnoxious, but I do want to travel with 2 mini deodorants and honestly a 3rd deodorant as well. Whole body deodorant for my runs, but I need to check to see what size that is. I might need to depot that as well. Finally found a travel size gel deodorant. I don't normally use this brand of deodorant, but I love gel deodorant, and so I'm so glad to finally find this. And then I love a dry spray deodorant. Honestly, I already have one of these, but I bought a new one for this trip. Next, we have a pack of Kleenex. You can't go wrong with that. These are the 2 melatonin packets I will be bringing with me. And this is honestly just to remind me to bring both my glasses and a pair of sunglasses. This is one of the 2 journals I'll be bringing. This is my birthday journal that I try to journal every year in. This will be my shopping tote. I totally forgot I had this one. I believe my mom got this for me when she went to Hawaii. I haven't used it yet. It comes in this cute little fold-up tote, like you fold it up into this little tote. I will be bringing this tote for the shopping purposes. And then I found another thing that I have thrifted that was Alaska themed. This was my Alaska tote. I used to bring this with me to work every single day. I completely forgot I had this tote. I just pulled it out of my closet and I was like, I can't believe I have yet another Alaska item. Like, I knew I had a bunch of miscellaneous stuff just all over the place, but finding that tote today was just such a gem. And I don't know. I doubt I'll bring her with, but I did want to show you guys this tote because I love this tote so much. So yeah, I'll probably put her back in the closet, but wanted to pull her out real quick. Kind of everything that I got going on the bed right now. I do have my suitcase propped up against this wall ready for me to start packing. Hiking boots are in this bag. I might try to give them a wash before I take them with me. I think the last time I hiked with them might have been at the beach or something. The bottoms of them are completely covered in sand, so I tried knocking off as much as I could. There's still a ton of sand on them, so I might try washing them off before we leave. And then over here, I started my little airport travel day of pile. This is the black hoodie that I'll be wearing to the airport, and this is my Kavu bag. The only thing I currently have packed in there is a packing cube with an extra shirt and extra pants, just so I have a second outfit packed with me. And honestly, it does take up more space than I was anticipating. So the second I packed this, I thought I probably will not bring like a physical book just because my clothing is taking up so much space. I have a lot more that I'm going to be packing in this bag, so that is what this little pile is. But yeah, that is kind of the current status of the packing for today. I'm honestly pretty impressed with how far I've gotten with just gathering everything together. I think the next step will probably be starting to pack up some of this stuff into cubes. I just don't want to fully pack everything because I still have a few more things that I need to buy and a couple last minute things to pack into my suitcase. I do want to transfer all these piles to my suitcase that's sitting on the floor so that it's no longer on my bed. So bare minimum, we're going to finish tonight doing that. Very, very excited. Hi everyone, it is day 2 of this packing video. It is currently Friday, June 5th, so I'm officially in my last week of being 26, which is crazy to think about. But we are only like 4 days-ish now from leaving for the trip, so today I'm really hoping to finalize a lot of my packing and then just save last-minute packing for the last couple days that are leading up to the trip. So I currently have my laundry in the dryer, and that's gonna be done in an hour. So I can't necessarily get going on that front, but I have bought quite a bit of stuff since I've seen you guys last, so I thought we'd do a quick little haul of everything. First trip was for the luggage section specifically. I looked through all of my stuff and I cannot find where I've placed all of this stuff. It has been a long time since I've been on a plane. And also this will be the first time I have flown with my new luggage now. So I don't know what happened to all of my old luggage stuff, but we bought a couple of new luggage things. The first thing I for sure wanted to get was some luggage tags. and I have to fill my little info out on that, so that's gonna be part of today. Today, we might start filling out our information on all the tags and maybe start depotting some things. It turns out my sunscreen is within the limit, only 1.69 fluid ounces, but I do have 2 containers for some things that maybe need to be depotted. My face lotion for sure. I'm not bringing that huge thing of CeraVe lotion. That thing is massive. I also have a vitamin case on its way through Amazon. That should be here by Sunday. That might be a little bit of a DIY project as well. I might cut up like the product names and tape them onto their little sections so that it's clearly labeled like what I'm carrying, because again, I just don't want to bring the huge bottles of vitamins with me. Also got some luggage locks. I feel like I had these exact same ones. I cannot find where they are. I have no idea. Really like these because they are TSA approved. And then something that I'm really excited for is this. Honestly, it's just like a clear pouch, but I want it to hold all of my toiletries and travel size items. And I'm hoping that this will fit nicely in my Kavu bag. Stay tuned. I will show you guys. I know that this and my packing cube that has my extra pair of leggings and a tank top are going to take up like the majority of my Kavu bag that will be on my person. But I really like how heavy duty this is. And it also has a second zipper of a like second compartment. So I like that too. And I just like that it's clear. I just feel like I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to going through like security things, especially in airports, so I just like that this is clear. I'm clearly not trying to hide anything. Really excited to pack this guy. And then some stuff that I bought today. Wanted to get some more Ziploc bags, specifically the ones that slide. I love these so much. I feel like you never realize how many random instances you might need while traveling that you might need a Ziploc bag. And I feel like on this trip specifically, we are going to be making PB&Js. I'm assuming pretty much every day. And then we might also have like some trail mix or something. So I feel like it'd be nice for us to have some Ziplocs on us. And then also personally, I love using these to organize my stuff. I'm gonna add Sharpie to the list of things that I want to pack, because a Sharpie plus Ziploc bags for me, it's like mandatory for any major trip that I go on. It just helps me feel more put together and makes me less stressed. So we're gonna go ahead and add pack Sharpie onto the list of things today. But yeah, I also love this to organize like all of my wires for my electronics, just anything that I think might be like loose in a bag. I like to put it all in one area. So I'll probably organize all of my electronics in this also today. And then the next thing I got is an Aquaphor tube. It's been a minute since I have gotten one of these actually. I just had a lot of different like chapsticks and lip masks that I've been trying to work through. But I've mentioned this many times on my channel before. Aquaphor is my girl. I also love this because I feel like it's kind of like a multi-purpose thing to pack with you. Like, yes, this is great for your lips. It's my favorite thing to use on my lips. But also, if you get like dry hands or just dry patches of skin anywhere, it's kind of like Carmex or any other type of multi-use balm. And I love Aquaphor. So I was picking up a bunch of different travel stuff and I saw this and I was like, yeah, you should probably buy this for the trip because, you know, future Sarah will not regret this. And then the last thing I picked up from the store today is chewable aspirin. I personally cannot swallow pills, so I was originally planning to pack children's Tylenol, which is what I normally take, but I saw this recently at the store and I was like, I think this might be interesting to try to pack instead. The bottle is so tiny, it's so cute! I've never taken it before. I'm sure I should be fine. The flavor is orange, so I'm sure it'll be fine. And it comes with 2 more. This is way cheaper than buying children's Tylenol. Definitely excited I found this, so definitely packing this as well. And then something else that was on my to-dos for today was to print out some baggage tags that go inside of your bags. I have never done this before when traveling, but when looking at the Alaska Airlines website, they had this link to these baggage tags that you can include on the inside of your bags. But did I anticipate the bag tags to be literally half the size of a piece of paper? No, I did not. I think it's really cute, and I'm glad I printed them out and I'll still offer them to them. But it felt really silly once I printed them out because I was expecting them to be like a regular bag tag size, but it's just half a sheet of paper with your information on it, which is still fine. But that will also be part of today's activities, is filling these out as well. So yeah, that is kind of where we are today with the packing so far. I think I'm gonna go ahead and fill in all of my information on all the different tags that I have off camera, and then I will check my packing list to see what else we have to still pack besides clothing and try to gather all of those things. So I fear it's been a couple hours since I last checked in. I feel like I've made so much progress, at least in my head, but looking at everything that I'm looking at, it's hard to tell if I genuinely have. So I'll just show you guys what I'm working with. This is kind of what we got on the bed right now, but first I wanted to show you guys the packing list. She has been edited a lot since I shared the screenshots with you guys, but I'm really proud. We are checking off quite a bit of stuff. Clothing I feel like we have down. I think I'm just struggling with how I want to pack all the miscellaneous stuff because my Kavu bag is not as big as I think I remember it being. These two things for sure are going to go into my checked bag. This is like hair stuff, and then this is some stuff that I just don't need on the plane with me. This so far is the electronics I've gathered. I'm going to add my wires and my charging block to it eventually. This is a friendship bracelet I'm working on and I just don't want to forget it, so I'm adding it with my activities. This is that clear bag that I have been packing. Still want to add a few things on this end, and then this is more of like my makeup side. I like how everything's fitting in it. It's just quite large. I definitely want to bring tissues, this pack of my melatonin gummies, as well as my sleeping mask. And then this is my diary with my pens. I got this little pouch for Christmas. Absolutely love it. And then this is a deck of playing cards for us in case we get bored at any point, because we do have quite a bit of a long layover. And then my chewable aspirin that I showed you guys earlier. And this is my extra set of clothes that I have with me just in case. And then this is going to be my glasses case. So this I'm imagining will go in this pocket with potentially my wallet. I like to have both of these readily available. This right now just has some gum and floss in there. I am planning to buy some disposable cameras. I always buy them every summer. I just love to document every summer on disposable film. And I think after seeing everything that I want in this bag as well as in my suitcase, I think I finally decided I will not be packing a physical book. I'll definitely download books through like the Libby app, but no physical books. And this isn't even counting the little vitamin case thing that I got as well that I want to put in this. So, and I was planning to bring some protein bars and electrolytes. So I don't know how all of that's going to fit. And that's why I think I'm kind of feeling a little topsy-turvy with where I'm at right now. As far as the suitcase situation is going, I'm feeling really good about this. On the back half of my suitcase, I have 2 packing cubes. This has pretty much all of my clothing, and then this was just the little bits that I had to pack today. Figured it'd be nice to have more than one packing cube. And then in this bottom compartment, I'm thinking I will put my hiking boots, and then I'm debating on if I should bring my Birks or not. I'm really doubting they'll get much use, and they definitely add more weight than flip-flops. So I'm debating flip-flops is just the smarter move, because I just wanted one option that wasn't hiking boots or my running shoes that I'm wearing, because my boots, once I clean them off and fit them in, I'll lay them flat. I have a good portion of my suitcase, so that's that to think about. And this is just another packing cube that I have, and it's full of a bunch of like miscellaneous loose things. I have a couple extra games in there, extra sleeping masks, my birthday journal, a tote for when we go grocery shopping, stuff like that, just loose things that I wanted in something, and I'll probably honestly put it into the zip up sleeve up here. But for now, this is all chilling. But besides that, that's pretty much just all that's going on the bottom, and I want to keep this as empty as light as possible because I know I'll be buying souvenirs, and I already told my friends that if they need to bring stuff home as well, that I wanted extra space in my suitcase just in case, because you never know. So I do feel good about all of that. I feel better about my suitcase situation than my personal item that I'm bringing onto the plane right now. And then over here in this part of my room is where my outfit for the airport is ready to go. Once I finish packing my Kavu bag, I will also put it over here. This will just be my little corner of my room where this will be where I grab everything. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I am really proud of all the progress that I made today. I think I'm just starting to overthink everything. And also it is a little bit past 8 p.m. and so it's kind of, unfortunately, starting to become my bedtime. Working 6 to 3s lately, I've had to go to bed a lot earlier than normal. And so I think my brain is just starting to feel a little foggy. But one more thing before I stop filming for today. I think I figured out what 2 things I want in here. I definitely want one of them to be my CeraVe lotion. CeraVe. Starting to get that brain fog. Definitely want one of those to be that. And then I was trying to pack my whole body deodorant for hopefully when I go on runs there. And this is only 3 ounces. I technically could pack this. And then I was like, oh, I could just buy the travel version of this because they sell even a smaller version of this. I haven't gone running in a week now because I'm trying to let my back heal. And so who's to say that I'll even go on a run while I'm there? I really hope I will go on a run while I'm there, but I definitely don't need this whole thing. And then it finally clicked. That can be what my second thing is for, be my whole body deodorant. So I think that will be the last thing I do tonight. And then hopefully tomorrow or Sunday, I'll really get everything done and finished. Also, I think earlier in this video, I was so excited because I found my travel toothbrush. And then it hit me today while I was at work. I was like, you know how regularly you're supposed to be changing out like your normal toothbrush? How long should you keep a travel toothbrush for? And so, no shame in the game, I Googled it and Google was like, yeah, you should get rid of it as often as you do a regular toothbrush. And I was like, hey, we're not breeding that toothbrush. But to me, it just made sense because I've only used it like twice maybe, but like I've had it for probably years, if I'm being honest, because I never need my travel toothbrush. So I think we're gonna add that to the list of things to buy is a travel toothbrush. Yeah, things like that. My travel toothbrush, my retainer case, those are all going to be packed last minute, like right before I leave. I'd love for everything else to be packed. Fingers crossed for the next 2 days. I think I'm just like itching to just be done with packing because it makes me feel more at ease if that is all done. So let's go ahead and depot these and then we will be done for the night. Hi y'all, I believe it is day 3 for this packing video. I'm coming to you guys once again freshly showered, as well as with an operation of getting all of the packing done tonight. Because today is June 7th, it is Sunday, and we leave Tuesday night. And so I really just want to get into operation mode of getting all of this done. Shocker, I have yet another mini haul of stuff to show you guys for what I got for this trip. I finally got my film cameras for this trip / the summer. If I go through both of these cameras on this trip, that is totally fine, but I always buy a double pack for summer, bare minimum. So yeah, I'll definitely pack one in my Kavu bag and then one in my suitcase. I also wanted to update that I did buy some travel size dental care for this trip. I know they sell like the little covers that go on toothbrushes, but after discovering that travel toothbrushes that can fold into itself was a thing, I never really wanted to go back to the cover thing. That is, if I can figure out how to open this. What in the world? I can't figure out how to open this. Here I am trying to show you guys how convenient this is to travel with. There we go. But yeah, it just folds in like that. And it just feels so much more hygienic to me. Also, I've just had situations where those little cap things pop off and then your toothbrush is just touching everything that it was packed in. I just don't like that. So I much prefer... Good golly, I don't know what Colgate made this out of. What in the world? Well, we know she's secure for the flight. So I'll definitely be breeding this is the whole point of why I mentioned that. Then of course wanted to pick up a travel toothpaste. My favorite brand is Sensodyne. So I was so excited to see that they make the travel version of this. It's been a long time since I've needed to buy a travel toothpaste. And then I think I mentioned earlier in this video that I wanted to buy a pill organizer for all of my daily vitamins. It came in the mail and this is how big it is. To say that I thought this was going to be double the size that it actually is wildly an understatement. I mean, I can still try to use it. And like these sections are, oh my gosh, are definitely like more decent sized. These sections are so small. They're definitely meant for just like normal pills, which that is the point of what this case is. It's supposed to be a pill organizer. They gave us a guitar pick, maybe to open all of these. Clearly I need it because I'm struggling here. So I don't know, we will see how this goes. Guess in a little bit. I do like that it came with some stickers. So if my little idea of cutting up the little packaging doesn't work out, I guess I could write it down here and just pray that TSA is okay with that. So stay tuned on this. I'm not sure how many vitamins I'm gonna be able to pack with this. But yes, it is Operation Get the Packing Done tonight. I think I'm honestly going to pop in my headphones, listen to music, and do a bunch of time lapses just so I can lock in and get everything done. Pretty much most things are done. Just the final little things that I need to do. And the clear bag that I've been trying to pack with my Kavu bag, I've been thinking about it while I've been at work. I don't think I need most of the things that are in it with me on the flight. So I think I might leave the majority of its contents and the bag in my suitcase and really think about what I need with me on the flight in my Kavu bag. So yeah, that is kind of the plan for tonight. Hopefully Operation Finish Packing is complete at a decent time so that I can make myself dinner and go to bed. Okay, y'all, this is such a random update for the packing video. Or at least a minor theme to this video is me rediscovering all of my Alaska themed items that I've thrifted over the years and I forgot that I had. I knew that I had some Alaska fridge magnets. And I remember taking them down because I felt like I was going through a phase of not knowing who I was and feeling so disconnected from me and my hopes and my dreams, and I felt like I thrifted these magnets years ago and I still have not made it to Alaska, and I don't know if I'll ever make it to Alaska, so I think I tore the magnets off my fridge, just thinking it will never happen. And then I just refound my Alaska magnets, y'all. And they're, of course, gonna go back on the fridge after this, but the first one I have is this Alaska magnet. It's got 2 little seal pups on it. I think it's so cute, so we're gonna go ahead and put that one up there. And then the second one, which I can't get over how many Denali themed things I keep finding. Truly, this trip just feels more and more like it was meant to be. But I thrifted this Denali National Park Alaska magnet as well. And I knew I had at least one Alaska, magnets are falling down. But I knew I had at least one Alaska themed magnet. Totally forgot I had 2, and totally forgot one of them was Denali National Park, y'all. Sorry, I'm in the middle of packing, so I'm gonna get back to that, but I just had to update you guys on that. Okay, y'all, my little craft did not go as well as I was hoping for. The Airborne gummies just straight up, it just kept shredding like paper, and I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to get this off without it looking like a hack job. And then with these two, the title of these are so large that I think even if I did manage to cut them off, I just think they'd take up so much space on my tiny little thing. So I did end up opting for the little blank stickers that they gave me, so I'm grateful that they gave me them. And I just wrote Airborne gummies twice because they took up this whole section, y'all. This barely fits 5 days worth of my daily gummies. I was shook. Grateful it fits all the gummies. I'll also just be packing a sheet of Zyrtec with me, so I have that as well. And then here I have elderberry, which took up these 3. And then 1 extra spot in here. And then here I wrote multivitamin, which took up these 3. So I'm kind of floored. But it does technically all close, so that is nice. And I hope and pray that TSA is okay with this. I really hope none of this gives sus vibes. They are the most tame multivitamin type gummies that an adult could carry, so. I also read somewhere that just in case you should take pictures of both the label and the nutritional facts just in case they have questions. So I did that before I attempted the cutting up of the labels, and I'm glad I just went ahead and wrote these on instead. So yeah, very excited to pack that because this is going to save so much space compared to trying to travel with all these. So I'm very grateful about that. But okay, I think we have the daily medication prepared for the trip. Oh. Ignore how messy my bed is. I'm currently trying to organize everything. I believe this is all I want to keep out of this bag. The rest of this I don't see myself needing on the trip. The mini hairbrush maybe is the only thing I'm debating on also bringing with this. You know what, let's just go ahead and do it because I don't want to regret not having that also. But I could foresee myself wanting to brush my teeth and have my retainer with me. It is an overnight flight. Of course, I have to have chapstick and deodorant with me. This is that chewable aspirin that I got. So I think I'll make a Ziploc bag just for this stuff. And then I think I'll make a second Ziploc bag for this stuff, which is just my various gummies and vitamins, if you will. I also have a sleeping mask, so I will probably throw that in maybe this Ziploc bag. And then I have a deck of cards, which will go somewhere, not sure yet. This will also be coming with me. And I think I'll pack my power banks, wires, and earbuds, and my little mics that I'm packing all in this convenient little travel bag. Originally I was just gonna do it in a Ziploc, but I do like how this keeps it all organized. And then I think that's mostly what's going in my Kavu. I already have my little bag of clothes and my diary in here. I am going to put a luggage tag on the outside of this bag as well. A little friendship bracelet that I'm currently working on, thought I'd bring that. It's already clipped onto my bag. And I do already have one of my disposable cameras right in here. Need to organize all this into bags and figure out if this all fits in there. I think I'm gonna be really happy putting this in my suitcase and not bringing that with me. Okay, y'all, we had to workshop my Kavu bag quite a bit, but I think I have pretty much everything in here. Once again, clipped on the top is my luggage tag and friendship bracelet I'm working on. This pocket has my disposable camera. This pocket right now has my glasses case, but will also have my wallet. probably practice packing that as well. And then in the big compartment, hard to tell what we got going on. I had to ditch black thing that was going to fit my electronics and go back to just a Ziploc bag because it was something a bit more moldable. There was no way that was going to fit. So bottom flat layer is my diary. On top of that, we have my extra clothes. Tucked right next to it is my bag of electronics. And then up at the top is my toiletries. And then on my smaller side, I needed things that could lay a bit more flat. So I have my vitamins right there. It packed some electrolytes and protein bars in this one. And then underneath both of these, I have my deck of cards just chilling right there. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of a tight squeeze. I think on the way back, hopefully, it won't be as packed because then I won't care about an extra pair of clothes. Stuff like that, I'll just put it in my suitcase, and there should be enough space in my suitcase to fit any extra stuff that I want to fit in there. I think the problem that I'm worried about is the weight of it all. I'm not really worried about the spacing of it all. There's really a lot of extra space that we can play with. So once again, back here is my 2 packing cubes of clothing, and there's a ton of extra space back there. So on the way back, I'm sure I'll stuff some more back there. And then down here under these flaps, I have my hiking boots and flip-flops. I was debating between Birks and flip-flops. Decided to go with flip-flops because they're going to weigh less. And I really doubt that I'll need either on the trip. I just want the option of a non-closed-toed shoe while I'm there. And these can double up as shower shoes. I'm a big fan of shower shoes. These are the extra Ziploc bags because we can't forget those. These are the extra snacks for the way back. This is that bag of toiletries I can't believe I originally thought was going to fit in my Kavu bag. And then this is just a packing cube of a bunch of random miscellaneous loose stuff. I think that ought to do it. Alrighty y'all, so I believe that is the end of the packing video. These will be the 2 bags that I bring with me to Alaska. I'm so excited, but I think I am finally packed minus the last minute things. And that is such a sigh of relief. The only last minute thing that I want to do real quick is tie a ribbon to my suitcase. There's nothing really special about my suitcase. I don't think she will stand out too much. And I've seen and heard that people do this to help them see their luggage more quickly when it goes around the belt. And I already had this craft ribbon in my craft supply, so I thought this will use it for this trip. I don't know how I want to tie this thing. Oh, she looks so cutie! She's got just a little ribbon. I don't know if that's excessive or not, but I feel quite official with my 2 bags. I'm so excited. And the fact that I am leaving in like 2 days is starting to feel so real, y'all. I think the last thing I want to do before I go to sleep tonight is write my friends some letters to thank them for coming with me on this trip. I tend to be a very sentimental person, and I had that idea come to me earlier this week, and I was like, I have to write them those letters to give to them. So that all being said, I think we are officially ready to go to Alaska. But yeah, I am so excited to go on this trip and so excited to see what little clips I film for my channel. So I will see you guys so soon. So as always, I hope you guys are having a good day, but if you're not, that's okay too. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye! The next one hopefully being Alaska, mind you.